Okay, sawa. Fungieni hapo hivyo na msiongee. Well, a very good afternoon and welcome to our 1 p.m. news bulletin. I am Joseph Kamau and thank you for joining us. Today, as we dive deep into the headlines, we take a moment to acknowledge Ash Wednesday, a significant day in the Christian calendar that marks the beginning of Lent. For many, it's a day of reflection, repentance, and spiritual renewal, symbolized by the marking of ashes on the forehead. It's a reminder of humility and the journey of self-discipline that many will embark on during the 40 days leading up to the Easter. Let's get to our headlines. Now, on to our first story. President William Ruto has denied the allegations that the government spent 104 billion worth of technology employed by the Social Health Authority. This comes less than a day after the Auditor General Nancy Gathungu's report pointed out concerns of inconsistencies regarding the system which is attributed to provide data for the patients. Here is more to the story.
Wakisema ati serikali itatumia bilioni 100 ati kwa system. Hakuna senti ya serikali itatumiwa kulipa system yeyote. Because we want to sort out the problem of fraud of the past. Pesa nyingi ambayo ilikuwa inakusanywa na NHIF iliibiwa na matapeli na wakora ambao walikuwa wanajifanya wako na mahospitali. Nimefanya consortium kubwa. Tukasema we are going to have a consortium of technology companies that is going to make sure that there are no fraudulent claims in SHA. Hata mujaze makaseti, makaratasi na nini marangapi. Hati ndio mutulazimishe turudi nyuma kule kwa NHIF muendelee na kuiba. Hii haiwezekani. Hii makelele mnasikia kwa hii mitandao na nini ni watu ambao walikuwa wanaibia sisi siku ya NHIF.
Serikali zetu za county zimelipwa mpaka mwezi wa Januari kutokana na wale wananchi wa kawaida wameenda kutibiwa katika hospitali zetu. Kama ni uongo, gavana wenu wako hapa atasema kama ni kweli ama ni uongo ile nazungumza. Kwa hivyo gavana atasema hapa, tusipotoshwe na hadithi ambao zitaenezwa. Tuwe na bima yetu ya afya ambayo itakusimamia wewe binafsi na familia yako.
Tusiangukie story ambazo si mzuri.
Now, the Senate Committee on Accounting of Public Assets has today defended the Chief Auditor of the government, Nancy Gathungu. Gathungu had come under fire for his report that the SHA systems have been compromised by individuals who are not in the government. Senator Edwin Sifuna has called out for respect for institutions that investigate the performance of government. This comes as rumors reports indicate that there is a bill that has been introduced in Parliament to reduce the powers of the office of the Auditor General.
I am convinced, Honorable Chair, that there is a deliberate war against institutions of transparency in this country. And we as a representative of the people have a responsibility to protect these institutions, including your office. And we want to encourage you that we who are believers in transparency and proper utilization of the funds of this country, we are going to stand with you. Let nobody threaten you with whatever it is we can hear people saying in the corridors there. We must restore faith in your office, but we must also restore faith in Parliament.
Is the time for Parliament now to relook at how they are holding the hearings and the conclusions they need to make, especially now when we have this pressure to finalize not just the auditing and the reporting, but also the committee hearings.
Is this social health insurance system curable? Are the mistakes and the breaches of the law you have found so grave that we should make a pronouncement today that we are not going to use this system going forward?
Is that not breach of law? Our heads not supposed to roll. So my question is, of course your report feeds somewhere so that we hold those individuals accountable.
Now, on matters held following the outbreak of a mysterious disease in the area of Tabaka in Kisii County, the Principal Secretary of the Ministry of Health, Mary Modoni, has now mentioned the source of the disease as being the water they use. Addressing residents in the Amarondo area, Modoni has asked residents to stop using water from the river, saying the initial results of the lab tests showed that the water is not clean for consumption. It is said that the water used is mixed with excrement.
Let them get alternative places of getting the water so that we do not continue having people going to the hospital. We will also subject the samples that have already been confirmed to further testing so that we confirm fully that the water is not fit for human consumption. Ensure you boil your water, ensure you treat your water. Do not go and defecate near a river or near the wells, because when we start getting water with the fecal issues, then that means there are people who are just defecating around there. We must also go around and ensure that we are giving them support. We ensure that we are advising them on what to take at any given time and how to also continue taking care of themselves, because I know even the ones who have come from hospital, they are still a little weak. Very soon we will establish what can they could take so that they can recover fully. Albeit that the facilities health is devolved, when it comes to matters health, we are working together to ensure the health of our people is high, and the health of our people is not at risk of anything.
Now, a funeral service for 3 children who died in a road accident in Gishugu, Kirinyaga County turned chaotic after politicians were prohibited from speaking at the mourners. Bishop Simon Munene from the Full Gospel Churches of Kenya, who was scheduled to oversee the ceremony, exited after some mourners became aggressive and insisted on permitting local leaders to address the crowd.
Because let me answer you fair and fair. Because this is a burial ceremony, not a political rally. You do that.
Bishop kwena sisi okava nario horo washa nandona gwetondo.
Listen to me, please. Not contention, please. Thank you. Thank you. You have something to say?
I came here to do. We came here to preach the gospel.
Hapa tuongei SHA inafanya kazi ama haifanyi. Atuongei kama barabara zinajengwa ama hazijengwi. Because if we start doing that, hawa watu ambao wamefiwa, ambao wanaomboleza na wanalia, na ndio wamefanya tu hapa.
Sisi kama viongozi lazima tuzungumze. Manake hawa wananchi wanaumia.
Now, a state of grief and sadness prevailed during the funeral of Ezekiel Kibet, a KDF officer who died after sustaining serious injuries from being cut by a machete following a dispute between him and the owner of a bar in Mutarangon, Kiplelion constituency in Kericho County. The family of the deceased has now asked the government to ensure that action is taken on the person responsible for the murder of their relative.
kabla ya kupea mtu pond, ni mzuri kwanza wafanye uchunguzi ya kutosha. Na kama wananchi tumeomba kwamba mtu mwenye ameweza kuchukua maisha ya mtu, ikiwezekana kwa majaji wetu wa High Court na court zetu za Kenya, ni kwamba wasipeane pond kwa urahisi kwa yule mtu ameweza kuchukua maisha ya mtu mwingine.
Siku ya leo tumeendelea na mazishi ya kijana yetu ambaye aliwawa ama aliuliwa na mtu, na tumefuatilia ama tunataka haki yetu itendeke.
Na kitu ya kwanza mimi nataka haki itendeke kwa kijana wangu, kwa sababu nimesikia hiyo mjamaa anajaribu sana kushika maloya, na haki mimi nataka itendeke. Ezekiel amewacha vijana watatu na bado ni wadogo, na vijana bado wanataka shule, na mimi naomba serikali pia anisaidie, na sina mengi, niko na huzuni sana.
Now, on matters health workers in Migori County who have been on strike for the past 3 days have suspended their strike for 15 days pending the implementation of an agreement between the union and the Migori County government. In a joint statement between the officials of the union and the leadership of the county government, the secretary of the National Union of Clinical Officers Migori branch, Maureen Moraba, said that the county government of Migori has agreed to implement their demands. However, she clarified that they will resume strike after 15 days if the county government fails to implement their demands.
After all those deliberations, we've agreed that we are going to suspend the industrial action for the next 15 days, upon which, if the first item, which the timeline should be the next 15 days, shall have not been met, then our members again will be out.
Request our members to come back for duty, to discharge their duties diligently as they always do, immediately, but not later than 24 hours, so that we can have services running.
There is a lot of need, especially in the area of healthcare, but that need, recently, as you've heard, just in the month of February, we did employ 84 professionals in health services, and we continually generate the requests through the Public Service Board.
Now, let's get sporty. With Kenya getting ready to host CHAN in August and the 2027 AFCON, the Sports Ministry under Cabinet Secretary Salim Vuria has reiterated its dedication to developing a robust and competitive national football team. This follows shortly after Ben McCarthy's official unveiling as the new head coach of Harambee Stars. Mvurya conveyed a meeting with the coach, which seems to be an important move in the effort to revive Kenyan football. The CS underscored in the meeting the administration's endeavors to overhaul football governance, bolster technical leadership, and enhance sports infrastructure in order to bring back the former glory of Harambee Stars. McCarthy's initial task will be an away match against Gambia later this month, followed by a vital home game against Gabon in March 24th.
That's where Kenya needs to be. Yes. Yeah, Chan.
He is highly qualified actually to lead the technical bench of Harambee Stars. And as I welcome him to Kenya and to the Harambee Stars team, we are very confident, that we have the right man, to lead the technical bench. And already we are looking forward to Kenya qualifying for World Cup.
And all I want to say is we are here to work extremely hard for the Kenyan faithfuls, for the fans, for the government and for the federation. We want to make them proud of their national team. We want to make them proud of being Kenyans because, we want to qualify for many things. We're hosting the CHAN and we want to portray a really good tournament. And as the minister has said, we're in it to win it.
The signing of Benny McCarthy and his team is a culmination of the rigorous process we underwent the discussions we had with the ministry on how we need to revamp our national team. And I'm very happy that we've reached here today. And we are looking forward to greater, bigger things in the coming days and coming months.
Well, that wraps up our 1 p.m. news update. Remember, as we mark Ash Wednesday, it's a time to reflect on the power of renewal, whether it's our faith or in our daily lives. Taking a moment to reset can lead to a meaningful change. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to join us for our next bulletin tomorrow with Penina Washera. Until then, stay informed, stay safe, and have a peaceful afternoon. My name is Joseph Kamau, and this has been your 1 p.m. news at Younib TV.